Welcome everybody to Snagging Grass and Catching Bass. I'm your host, Brian Likes to Fish. Wow, we've got a show tonight. We've got Sammy back. Always a pleasure to have Sammy back on. We've got the Spottybowl Junior Division Round 2 results, and these are some huge bags. Wait till you guys see these. Let's go ahead and get this show started.
Hey guys, Chad here with Hookup Baits. You know, when I'm slaving away here, making the best baits in the world for you guys to slay with, you know I'm watching Snagging Grass and Catching Bass with my good buddy and spotty slayer, Brian Likes to Fish. You!
Welcome everybody. Oh man, I'm super excited about tonight's show. It's a lot of work to put this show on, but I enjoy it. I enjoy coming on here and seeing all you guys every week, and it's a place for us to hang out. I really enjoy it. Let's get some shout outs going here. Let me put the chat on so you guys can read it too. First in chat, we got David HD Baits. What's up, David? I'm going to talk about your how to get your baits at the PCS show, guys. We're going to talk about during weekly news the PCS show coming up this weekend. I'll actually be up there tomorrow, getting my stuff ready over there. Down in SD, Roy says snagged. Guys, if you type the word snagged in there and give you a shout out, and that means you've hit the like button, I do appreciate that. Sammy, who's waiting in the green room. What's up, Sammy? We got La Rosa Fish. What's up? He says snagged. That's cool. Pretty cool picture of your thumbnail right there. We got Leonard Bay Creeper. Good to see you, Leonard. You going up to the PCS show? Hope to see you up there. That'd be cool. We got Micah. He says snagging. That's cool. Sammy's in there. We got Carl Black. What's up, Carl? Haven't seen you for a while. Hope all these guys. I hope to see you guys up there at the PCS show. It's gonna be pretty sweet. I know Muto's already up there setting up, and everybody's setting up today. They open to public tomorrow. Snagged, excited for the big bags. Yeah, some big bags on here. Crazy. We got Flipper 600. What's going on? He says snag. Thank you very much. We got Hamilton. Hamilton, you're doing awesome this year. Keep it up, man. He says, what's up? What's up, Hamilton? Let's go ahead and bring in Sammy real quick with a round of applause. What's up, Sammy? Yeah! Good to see you back, Sammy, on my show.
Thanks
a lot.
For having me.
Yeah, you're the guest I've had on the show more than anybody else. You and probably Chet. It's like a family matter with you guys.
Yeah.
But you guys know who this is, Sammy Prum, bass slayer. He's been around the fishing community for a long time. And he's helped this year. He hurt his shoulder. We're going to get to that in a second. But he hurt his shoulder, so he's out of the Spottybowl competition this year. But he stepped up, and he's helping with the junior division. So all you junior guys say, is Sammy doing a good job? I know he's doing a good job. So give Sammy a big thumbs up, man. Good job, Sammy. Hit the like button if Sammy's doing a good job. There we go. You are doing a good job. Thank you.
Thank you
for stepping up. I know it's a lot of work. Now that you're involved in the Spottybowl team, you can see how much work it goes into the like behind the scenes of judging and putting this whole event on every year.
Yeah. Definitely some disagreements here and there, but it's all about like teaching them how to measure a fish and having patience and constant reminders, and definitely learning what it is to be on the other side of the fence.
And you know what? Everybody's judged in Spottybowl the exact same way. There's like no favoritisms or no like that. So don't feel like if Sammy or the judge says, hey, man, that mouth's open, you're being picked on. That's the same. Everybody gets that. We've all had a deduction, but you get better and better. And you try to avoid those little deductions or errors that you might make, forgetting codes, stuff like that. Sammy. So let's talk a little bit about the juniors. I know they've got, is it a trash cleanup that you guys have been doing?
Yeah, so I started this the previous month, just the tail end of January, where kind of challenged the kids to be good ambassadors of the fishing community and to pick up some trash, take a picture of the trash and the Spottybowl code, and they all get into a raffle for prizes, and it worked out pretty well in January. And we got a little bit more traction this last month. Shout out to the guys that joined and took part in it, and definitely found some crazy stuff. There was a tackle or like a makeup toolkit and plenty of shoes. I think LB found plenty of shoes out there. Yeah, some really, really crazy stuff. But the kids are doing a really good job helping out and cleaning up the harbor. So,
Well, nice job, kids. Round of applause for you guys. Or juniors, I should say. These aren't all kids,
yeah,
but
they're juniors. Yeah.
good job on. Yeah, we want to leave no trace. We not only don't want to leave our trash, but we don't want to leave. If we see trash, why not pick it up, right? And it makes us look good, like you said. Like a lot of people are, especially like the marinas, are hating on us anglers sometimes because they're afraid we're gonna hit their boat or snag their line or something like that. So if they see us doing good stuff, maybe we can get their image to change a little bit.
Definitely agree.
We got a quick question in here real quick. If you guys have a question, by the way, type it in the chat. We'll try to get it. Are you guys going to be the PCS show this weekend? Great question. Yes, I will be there Thursday and Saturday at Submission Fishing Co. booth. We're going to go over that a little more in weekly news and exactly what's going on at the PCS show. But yes, I'll be there Thursday and Saturday. Sammy, when are you going to be up there?
Playing Thursday, I think Friday evening and Saturday possibly.
Okay. And where could they find you at?
Mostly at the Fisherman's Access, but I'll be spending some time with Muto too. It's been a while, so I'll be hanging out there for a little while too.
That's right. And we'll show you some of the deals they got going at the PCS and weekly news and some of the specials that some of our sponsors have. So hang out for that too. Thanks for the question there. Down in SD, Roy says, going tomorrow. Sweet, Roy. I'll see you over there. And guys, if you stop by the Submission Fishing Co. booth, I'm going to ask for you guys to do one of these for me.
What's up, everybody? You're watching Snagging Grass and Catching Bass with Bass Stash.
I think I've worn out. I'm wearing them out. Like, you know what I mean? I've showed some of these so many times that I need some new ones, guys. So if you stop by the booth, if you would make a short little video for me, that'd be awesome. Get you on the show too. Okay, guys, like I said, if you have questions, type them in chat. Me and Sammy love the questions, but we're going to start out the show, which I like to start out with a few fishing tips. Do you want to start out with one, Sammy, or you want me to get this ball rolling?
Why don't you go first?
Okay. So if you've watched me for I've been doing this with Fishy Hour, I think for 4 years, maybe 5 years. So I've been doing this for like 6 years. You've probably heard me talk about fishing the A-rig. I like the A-rig. Sammy knows, he sees me out there fishing. I like the A-rig. I know, guys, it's an expensive bait, but it's usually tied on to 65-pound braid. So when you do get it snagged, if you can change angles, like if you cast it this direction and you get it snagged, go upstream the opposite direction and pull it, and it usually comes right off. If you're fishing from shore, that's kind of tough. You kind of have to work your angles. But normally with the 65-pound braid, when you're fishing that, the hook will straighten out. Hopefully the clip will break or something. So you get back most of the A-rig most of the time. But I know it's an expensive bait, so a lot of people are like, I don't throw, that's too expensive. But here's one of the A-rigs I use. This is the one I use in Mission Bay. It has all the little blades on it. Sometimes I like the blades, sometimes I don't. I have two different ones. So if I think they're looking for the flash, I'll throw this is the Cool Baits one with all the blades on it. And I even put Cool Baits on them with blades on those too. And one of the tips I want to point out on this is in the ocean, you're allowed to fish 5 hooks. You can fish a 5-hook A-rig, no problem. It's totally legal. And if you're in freshwater, you can only fish 3 hooks in California. So where you're fishing the A-rig, you're fishing somewhere weird, check the regulations, make sure that you're fishing the correct amount or maximum amount of hooks you can. But the tip I want to give on this is I normally go with like kind of a natural color bait like this, kind of a shad, green, I don't know, mackerel looking, natural looking bait fish. But what I do sometimes when the bite is tough, especially like Huntington Harbor, is I'll put a target on it. First of all, do you fish the A-rig, Sammy?
I'll throw it. Yeah.
You'll throw it? Do you ever do this?
I get tired of it, though.
It's exhausting. I know.
Yeah.
It's exhausting. It's a lot of casting, and it's a big wind. It's not like the slow pitch dig where you drop it, and it's like 10 cranks and you're in. The A-rig, you can cast it like a monster distance, especially if you're going with the wind, probably like 3/4 spool, and then it's a big wind. And if you mess up and it hits the bottom, it gets a bunch of grass on it, then it's a big wind to get in, and you've scared all the fish. So it's not like I would say a beginner bait. You kind of have to learn cadence with it. You have to get good at fishing the A-rig. It takes a little while to get good at this bait. But what I was getting to, so I put on 4 baits that look similar. And when it's slow, I'll put on a target bait, like a weird color. Like this one right here is a chartreuse little, that's like a double tail grub.
Yeah.
And I've noticed in the slower conditions, it's like a target for them. They may be looking at this, and like, oh, I've seen that go by a million times. But if they see something weird like chartreuse, or like even if you want to get wild and put a Berkeley grub on there, like a red one or something, you give them like a target. And if it's slow, I'm not catching stuff, I'll try anything. And I've tried this many times, and I've started catching some fish with this technique, a target bait. And I know, like, I see like Chad with his hookup baits, and he has like a whole rainbow on there, like red,
Yeah.
green, natural colors. So a lot of guys will put a whole rainbow of colors on there, and then maybe you'll figure out what color they're biting. If they keep biting that purple, maybe, oh, okay, maybe I need to start fishing the purple more. But or if they start biting the chartreuse one, you're like, oh, maybe they're looking for a brighter color. They're not seeing this natural stuff. So
Yeah.
it's a fun way to try to figure out what color they're biting, and I don't know, gives me a little confidence knowing that there's something maybe that's working. I don't know. It's a lot of it's in your fisherman's mind if it's working, but I think it's worth trying if it's slow.
Definitely.
What do we got here? He says, do the results already. Oh, no, did they already do the results? No, that's going to come. So the way this show is going to work, sorry, I forgot to mention that. We're going to talk a little bit about fishing here in the beginning, a couple fishing tips, weekly news, then we go to side pots, and then the results, and then Biggins, where we show all the big fish at the end. So hang in there. We're gonna get to the results here in a little bit. We got a little bit of stuff to do first. So that technique also works with a double rig. You've probably watched like Cash's videos, Cash the Fisherman, where he'll do a double rig and he throws out two different colors and be like, oh, okay, this color's working. And I do that also with a double rig. Sometimes I'll do two different colors just to experiment and see if they're biting one or not. And that's my tip for the A rig. Try a target bait. I think it works.
Yeah. For me, not everybody is used to throwing the slow pitch jig. So some tips for me is definitely try to put a clip right there on your jig. It'll make it fall a little bit freer. What I like about that is, like, as soon as I hit contact on the ground, I can feel it on my line. And then I will give it a good 2-3 pops. Stir up the dirt a little bit, give it a little bit of a pause, and then start to wind up. So if I didn't get something on the reactionary drop as it's dancing down, I'm going to stir up the dirt a little bit, stay down there for a second, and see if I get a swipe out of that. So don't just drop it and reel, drop it and reel, drop it and reel. Be a little patient with it.
When you say you hook a clip up to it, are you hooking it up to the split ring, or are you hooking it right up to the actual bait? Because there's, like, if you hold it up, let me put you full screen here so you can hold it up closely.
Sorry.
So if you look at that, there's a split ring right there, right?
Yeah.
That connects it to the bait and connects the hook to that. Do you hook up to that split ring, or are you hooking? How are you hooking that up?
Right there to the split ring.
So your clip is going to the split ring.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I do it too, because then it uses that split ring as a I don't know, it's it gives it more movement than if you hook it directly to the bait. It has less chance of getting fouled. It won't. It comes down much smoother. So split ring
gives it a lot, like, more freer dance. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what gear are you using when you throw that?
I've got mine on a iRod 733. It's stiff on the back, nice and parabolic in the rest of the rod, and on a Baits OG reel. I like the way it feels in my hand, and so Baitcaster, just because I feel like I've got enough control to give it a little pitch, let it dance, and then with the quick thumb, your best drag system, stop it as soon as I get the bite, start to engage, and then reel her up.
Almost exactly. We fish it almost exactly the same, except I don't do that many bounces. I'm more of a go.
Yeah.
We got a question actually about this here, right here. Flipper says, we got one Flipper 600. He says, I see some people saying that the slow pitch jig is a vertical gig. Is that true? I've been hearing people say they fish it on top of it. Hearing say to fish it on top of it. So I think he's talking about maybe cast and retrieve. Is that what you're talking? Take that question. Let me put that on there again for you to read.
Maybe.
I fish this thing from shore too, so you can be a cast to get it to the structure. So if that's your question, yes. If you're 50 yards from a structure, you can cast it out. second hits of water, leave your bail open or your clutch engaged. Don't the second hits of water and let it just keep falling with the clutch or bail open. And then when it hits the bottom, that's when you engage the bail or the clutch and then give it your couple pops. And if you're fishing from shore, give her 10 cranks and then open it up again and let it fall a second time. Maybe it wasn't on that structure, and halfway in when you drop it again, if they're in the grass or something close to you or even in the rocks in front of you, that's a good time to let it go again. So you can get 2 for 1 if you do a long bomber cast. And those things are really good to cast from shore. You can get a good distance on a 15 gram, or if you're in a little deeper water, you get that 20 gram. You can really get them out there. They're actually pretty good from shore. I think that was if that's not your question, rephrase it and I'll try to get it right. Me and Sammy will both be at the Submission Fishing Co booth. So if you have questions, you want to come by, and I'll be bringing my setup. I can show you exactly how I do it. I can even show you how I pitch it and how I set up my reel. Everything about the bait, I'll be over there. All right, we got Chad from Hookup Baits in. He says, "What's up, guys? Hey, Chad, we're going to go over what you got going on at the PCS show here in a little bit on weekly news. How was the setup down there?" Okay, my next tip. Are you done with that one?
Yeah.
Okay. We're trying to get a little bit of fishing in here for you guys, so the guys that aren't here for the results get a little bit of fishing info. There's a bait out there that I think it's overlooked in the spotty community. It's more, the largemouth guys are into it, but I don't hear a lot of talk about it. Every once in a while I do. I think Daniel over at Fish RX might fish this, and a few other guys, but I really don't hear a lot of talk about it, and that is the scrounger bait. And the scrounger bait is basically, looks like a ball jig head, right? But it's got this, if I turn it sideways here, let me go full screen here, Sammy. If I turn it sideways, it's got this little flexible piece of rubber on it. See what it looks like. And what that does is it gives it some a movement when you cast in. So you throw it just like you would anything, cast it as far as out, let it hit the bottom. And then as you bring it in, it has this a shaking motion that this will create. And they sell this in different heights, just like a crankbait, different sizes. So it gets a little more action, a little less. But I like to fish this actually with some type of creature bait. And you can see this one's heavily used. I use it all the time, especially for my shore division. And I think if the bite's aggressive and the bite is really good, this is a good bait because it goes through, it has a lot of wobble to it. It looks like an aggressive bait, and if they're hunting to try to grab stuff, then I think this is a good bait. I'm gonna show you guys a video. I haven't done this for a while, so give me a second here, but I'm gonna show you guys a video on what this looks like underwater. See if I can get this to work. Do you see that, Sammy?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's what it looks like underwater. You can see the side-to-side action. And it's perfect for keeping it right off the bottom. Just swim it just like that. You can use a swim bait on it. You can use a creature bait on it. You can get it all sizes. You can get 1/8, ½ ounce. I recommend if you're going to do it, the standard for the bays are probably 3/8 or ½ ounce. That works really good. But let me know in chat. You guys using the scrounger baits? How'd that go? Did that share come across?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
There's
so scrounger bait
on there too.
We got a question on here real quick. I'll put it on here real quick for you. Okay, LB Fishing says, question for Sammy and Brian. The free rig was mentioned in Trivia Tuesday. Has anybody fished it for spotties? Oh my gosh. Okay, you had the trivia, so go ahead and answer that.
Yeah, I've experimented with the free rig, mostly in a very, very tough bite condition. I'll rig up the free rig, so basically line through the weight and put like a hook, and I've usually used like a feature bait. So cast out, let the weight hit the ground, and then slowly let that creature bait just kind of float up, almost like a reverse drop shot. And I've enticed some bites going that way when it's super, super slow, like a heavy grind.
Down in the San Diego area, yeah,
my dog agrees.
Down in the San Diego area, the free rig is super popular. One of our guys, a champ, Alex Norton, I know he fishes that a lot. Adobo fishes it. A lot of these guys down here will fish that, and it's a good slow moving bait. You you can actually drop it on pylons just like you would slow pitch, and then just kind of sit there and let it float up, pull it down, let it float up, because it's basically a free weight, a weight connected to the bottom of the hook. So you can let it, float, I should say the bait float, and then you pull it
Right.
up and it sags back down. But if you don't know what the free rig is, basically it's generally hooked up with a weedless extra wide gap hook to a creature bait or whatever you want. And it has usually a bullet shaped, or not a bullet shape, a cylinder shaped weight connected right either to the hook eye or right in front of that. And it just holds it on the very bottom. It's almost like if you took a drop shot, you slid the weight all the way down to the hook.
Yeah.
Popular setup down here. Yes. Try it for spotties. I know it works. I've seen it works. Okay. A few more questions. Do you guys have any ultralight? If so, what's your setup? My ultralight setup is usually ultralight is like a spinning setup. I use that from shore, but sometimes with the BFS or something like that, I can do a lightweight setup. Ultralight, I haven't done much ultralight this year. In the past, like Februaries and Januaries were like really slow, and I'd have to go down to the 6 pound, 8 pound line and just really kind of finesse stuff down on the bottom slow, like the free rig or the drop shot. But I don't know, the past year or two, it seems like the bite's been pretty consistent all year. Look at who chimed in. The champ's in here himself. Ooh, did somebody say, yeah, he's the free rig. I think when he was on the show, we actually talked about the free rig. He's probably he's the one to talk about the free rig. But finesse for me, the past 2 years, I haven't done a lot of finesse. It's been just power fishing on 2 years straight, pretty much. I'm trying to think of finesse fishing that I've done lately, and it's just not a lot. I'll do it though. If I can't catch something, I'll do it.
Yeah, same with me. I'm using a spinning setup, really super light rod, 6 pound test. I've done like a little neck breaker with a little short hook, and usually like a 1.5, 2 inch swim bait, or even like a really small hookup bait too, like 1/8 or something like that.
Yeah, I'll go down to not much lighter than a 1/8, like a 1/8 slow presentation through the grass, edges of grass. Just basically just a couple cranks. And when you crank it a few times with that ultralight, it comes up off the bottom pretty quick. So a couple cranks and let it fall. 5 more cranks, let it fall. So it's just a dance with the ultralight. All right, we got a few more questions, and we're going to get on to the weekly news here. Thanks for all the questions. SoCal Harbor, Brian. What's that stand for, Sammy? What is NTHR?
I don't know.
Best SoCal Harbor? My favorite SoCal harbor, if that's what you're asking, is Mission Bay, just because it's got a little bit of everything. I love to fish open water like grass, and Mission Bay has a ton of that. But I'll be fishing this weekend in Newport, and that's also like you guys up there north. That's probably like your Mission Bay. It's got like a little bit like when you go to Newport, when you go to like Alamitos, you know what you're getting. You're gonna be dock fishing like 90% of the time. Huntington Harbor has a grass section, but it's super small. So it's a lot of docks, and if you get lucky, you can stay out there in the grass. But you guys up north don't have a lot. Besides Newport, you don't have like a lot of variety. It's either docks or nothing. You know what I mean? Like some of those bays up there, it's just Marina Del Rey, kind of the same thing. You got rocks there, but there's really not much grass there. But you go to Newport and Mission Bay, and you pick what you like to do. You want to go fish the docks? It's got it. You want to go fish a little bit of deep water? It's got it. And San Diego Bay, same way. San Diego Bay is huge, though, guys. If you haven't fished San Diego Bay, especially on a kayak, you really kind of have to just pick a zone. Like Mission Bay on a kayak can get the whole bay done in a day. But San Diego, you kind of have to pick either if you're going to fish the southern portion of it, which is all grass, everything past the Coronado Bridge, super shallow. You never know what's out there, all grass. Over by Shelter Island, we got a big, deep channel, which you guys don't have. I guess Long Beach maybe, but we have this big, deep channel where you can get big sand bass, calicos, all kinds of stuff. So I don't know. Mission Bay, definitely my favorite for spotties. Second favorite, Newport. And then the variety of San Diego Bay is always fun. Like San Diego Bay, I got to bring out like the big 1 ounce stuff, the big heavy baits to get down on the bottom down there. I do enjoy that too. Thanks for the question. All right, let's go ahead. And if you guys have questions, we'll try to answer them all throughout. But scrounger bait, sorry, I got sidetracked on that. I would suggest get one, try it out, see if it works for you, especially from shore. I think it works pretty well right there. And I would try the scrounger bait out. I did a whole show on it back in the, if you go way back, I did a whole show on that. If you want to look it up, you can watch that. And it breaks down how to fish the scrounger bait, but basically cast and retrieve. Marina Del Rey is Brian's favorite. I've had my biggest bag came out of Marina Del Rey. I think it was an 82 or 80, 82 something, 82.25. So yes, Eric, Marina Del Rey. Like a few years ago, before we introduced Marina Del Rey, like Alamitos was like, oh man, that's where the big fish are. But Marina Del Rey, man, there's some big fish in there. I think if the 19-inch fish gets caught this year, it might come out of there. Maybe.
Yeah. Very likely, right?
Jimmy says, scrounger heads hit on the pilings. Yes, we have a scrounger bait fisherman in there. Yeah, it does. All right, let's go ahead and get on to some weekly news here, guys. Oops. You guys have anything you want me to shout out for weekly news, events, anything coming up, send it to me on Instagram or on Discord. I'll try to get it on here for you, but let's go ahead and get through this. Man, you guys saw last week's show, you know, that we lost Tom, a fisherman, lost his bout to cancer, but we got the cast out for Tom coming up on March 15th down here in San Diego on San Diego Bay, right in front of the Valley High restaurant right there. If you have any questions about it, message Chad directly. I think he's putting this event together. Like I said last week, for that, I'll be bringing out the big boat, this boat right here, the Cool Baits Express. So if you want to go to the event, but you have no way to get on the water, direct message me and see if I can get a position for it. I think I fit like 6 or 8 people on this boat. Probably won't be doing a lot of fishing, but we'll go down and do a little bit of fishing, but going down there mainly for the cast out for Tom. But if you need a way on the water to get to this and you can't get on the water, let me know. All right, Spottybowl season, full flex. How's it feel not fishing it this year? It's got to be terrible.
Oh, man, I got a big case of the FOMO.
Yeah, I know. So I did I see a video of you actually getting back out on the water?
Yeah, a couple of my cousins and some friends helped me get out on the water this past Sunday.
Just kayaking, or did you actually do some fishing?
I did some fishing.
All right, how'd it go?
Yeah.
What bay?
Newport.
Of course.
It
wait,
went okay.
You're not in Spottybowl, so a lot of us are going to be fishing Newport. What are some areas that you might want to try? Marine boats, docks, grass. What was hitting this week?
The grass was biting.
All right, that's all I needed to know. Thank you.
Yeah,
I haven't fished there since last year.
Found a nice biggin, so yeah, the grass was biting.
And how big was that biggin?
15.
15. What'd you get it on?
Paddle tail.
All right. 15's nice. That's a good start. It's always nice when you get that first 15 in Spottybowl. You're like, okay, now I got something to build on. Let's do this. San Diego guys, you guys have this week off. We're going to be back on March 13th through 15th, San Diego Bay. So some of you guys are intimidated by Mission Bay. You're back to San Diego Bay. And LAOC, of course, this weekend, the 6th through the 8th, we got Newport. I'm so looking forward to that. Weather looks perfect. It's so weird. It's like March, but it's like summer. And February is like summer. It's like 80 degrees at the coast. Let's hope it sticks with that. I hope the tide's good too. I haven't checked the tide, but Newport. So you guys in Spottybowl plan for that. We got this tournament coming up here down in San Diego, which is the qualifying tournament for the U.S. Angling Club. Chad's putting this together with JoJo. So this right now, for now, is save the date. I think Chad said they're getting ready to open registration. Is that true, Chad? Did you say? Well, I'm sorry, I don't know the exact date of that, but I want to say, we lost Sammy. I want to say March 15th. But save the date. The actual tournament is on May 2nd and 3rd with registration starts March 1st, right there on my screen. Duh. So March 1st. So registrations have started. It's $150 to enter, $1,500 for first place. Wow, that's big money. Second place, $750. Third place, $500. And this, if you can qualify to go to the U.S. Angling Kayak Team. It's a species tournament. It's not a spotty tournament. So it's catching as many species as you can. And there'll be more information about this coming up when it gets a little bit closer. We'll have Chad on here and he'll tell us all about this event. But save the date. It's going to be fun. I'm hoping to fish this one on my kayak. PCS show coming up for you guys up there up north. Oh, here we go. Got Sammy back. You're upside down. There you go. There you go. You're back. You hit the wrong button, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
It happens. I just mentioned the this right here, Sammy, which was the U.S. angling team trying to qualify for that coming up on May 2nd and 3rd. Registration is now open. And if you look at the top corner up there, that's how you, if you have any questions, hookupbaits.com or jojo@hookupbaits.com. Chad says it's open. Details to come. You know what? If you guys are at the PCS show and you're interested in that, go talk to Chad. He'll tell you all about that because he did this last year and he ended up going to Florida with Cash and a bunch of other hookup baits team. So if you have questions about that, it's a good place to talk to him about it at the PCS show. PCS show this weekend. It's open noon to, I think it's 8 p.m., isn't it? Is that wrong?
I think 7.
It's 7? Okay, so it's open to 7 o'clock every night except for Sunday 5 and opens up on Thursday and Friday at noon, every other day at 10. Orange County's this weekend, and they're doing a San Diego show, which if you guys aren't making the journey up there, I think the Orange County show is much bigger though, isn't it?
I think it's the first time doing it in Del Mar in like forever, so it'll be different. So be interesting.
Yeah, I'll probably go to both. I'll probably go just to hang out at the San Diego one, see what's going on down there, talk to our Spottybowl sponsors. The Pacific Sports Tackle and Boat Show and Travel Show and Outdoor Show is a premier show of the Orange County Fairgrounds. It's 7 halls, 250,000 square feet of saltwater and freshwater, tackle, boats, travel destinations, everything outdoors. Families and children are welcome. Kids enter free under 12. And there's also the trout pond. Man, I remember taking my kid to that. Did you take your kids to the trout pond?
Yeah.
It's like an above ground. It's the same as it used to be. It's like an above ground swimming pool. And you just take a piece of, what is it, like that Berkeley, I don't know, that power bait. You just put a little thing on there with a barbless hook and just drop her in. Get yourself a trout. Those are good times. All right, so I hope to see you guys up there. Here is the seminars. The one I highlighted is a lot of our spotty bowlers are going to be in that, and that is the Kayak Bass Fishing 101, and that is on Friday at 4:30 p.m. in the Pacific Building. We got Dale Shaw, Frank Santiago, who was on last week, Chad from Hookup Baits, and I hear rumor Cash was going to be part of that too.
Is that true?
Is that true, Chad? Is Cash going to be on that panel too? And it's hosted by Davey Brown, another Spottybowl champion. Davey Brown from Akuma and Fish Labs is going to host that. So if you guys are going to go on Friday, make sure you swing by at 4:30 and have some good questions for those guys about kayak bay fishing. And then there's a whole nother schedule on here. If you want to go online, just go to the PCS webpage and there's a schedule. And I highlighted this other one here too, because anything that Davey Brown's hosting, I'm going to, but that's kayak surf fishing. And it's got Benji Kim in it, so he's always fun to listen to. But head over to that one too. Let them know your spotty bowlers when you hold up your hand. We're getting to that. What booth is a Hubs? We're going to get to that right now. So this is going on. I'm excited to go see this. Me and Sam are going to go see this together. A highlight of the California International Boat Show will be the appearance of Twiggy, the water skiing squirrel, a beloved attraction that draws all ages. Have you seen this guy yet?
Yeah, I saw a video of him.
He's going to be there live, so me and Sam are going to have to head over and check that out. He does it like every couple of hours, so.
Heck yeah.
I wonder if it's in the trout pond. No, he has that little shallow little pool, doesn't he? It's like looks like a long slip and slide, if I remember last time I saw him. Cash was supposed to be part of it, but I think he chose Spottybowl instead. All right, Cash. Hey man, Cash is on a roll. You don't want him to lose his groove. You know what I mean? So he's on a roll, dude. Cash could. Well, I don't know. We'll see how far he goes, but good job, Cash. Reaper Slow Pitch Jigs, one of our sponsors. He'll be booth 400L in the hangar, he says. And here's some of the deals he's got going on. He's got the 10-gram rocker, and then he's got this kit. It's limited though. Let me take this off real quick. He's got a $45 kit. You get 2 20-gram, 2 15-gram, 1 10-gram, a case, and a 15% off code for the webpage. So he's got some deals going down there. I think it says, I can't hardly read that, but I think it says limited to first 100 right there. So go by, make sure you tell him you're Spotty Bowler. Tell him we got to beat Jared. Jared's been sucking up all the side. Buy some of these Reapers, and then let's try to make it our goal in Newport to beat Jared. We can't let Jared and Cash have the clean sweep on the Gamakatsu and the Reaper side pots. See, somebody's got to dethrone them.
Yeah.
Daniel, who's on the show a couple weeks ago, Fish RX will be down there at the Time on the Water booth, number 932, and he says he just wants people to come by, say hi, and buy some stuff. Let me make sure. And he says if you're the fan of the white Monster Energy and Arizona green color, this will be their last chance of the year to get those specific colors. So if you like those colors, go over to his booth and get a couple baits from him. It might be the last time this year to get them. Hookup Baits, 2 booths, booth 808, 809, and they've got a special. Here's a special bait we talked about, and it is in dedication to Tom because it's the last bait he used to catch his last fish. And this is the Tom Slayer, it's named, and that right there is the mystery color we've all been waiting to see. It looks like definitely a fishy color. I like the dark green.
Yeah, it does. I like that.
It looks perfect. It looks like that's going to be slaying some fish right there. Dark green with a light bottom. I mean, that's like every bait fish that's in the bay. Let's see what Chad says. Chad says he's introducing the newest hookup bait, the Tom Slayer. This special lure is a tribute to Tom, featuring the exact color he used to catch his last fish. The Tom Slayer will be available exclusively at the PCS show. Find us at booth 808 and 809, and be sure to follow the videos on social media. Everything we have planned at the booth, including the show us your fish contest. So I think if you go there and show him some pictures of some fish, basically go into Chad's Instagram. He's got all kinds of videos saying all of his deals down at the booth this year. The Hookup Baits Grom Academy. What's that? What is that, Chad? Hookup Baits Grom Academy, a special tribute to Tom. And he's also got at the PCS show the Baja Bundle Kit, a special Baja Bundle Kit. Brian, stop by Kayak Fishing Supply on Saturday. I will. What's your booth number? Type it in here. Kayak Fishing Supply will be down there. Kayak Fishing Supply is a new sponsor to Spottybowl this year, but $100 gift card for biggest trifecta down there. So guys, don't slip on that, man. Kayak Fishing Supply, check them out, and I'll definitely swing by there. HD Baits in the house. What's going on, David? First in chat. Appreciate you coming in every week and supporting the Groms and supporting Spottybowl. HD Baits, the bait that lasts. Make sure you check those out. He says, I will have 5 packs of battle craws for $25, and also my 4-inch and 3-inch battle tails will be 5 packs for $20. All my baits will be at my vendor booth. So I think Dave's just going to be walking around, doesn't have a booth, but his vendor booth will have them, and that is booth 584, 586, 599, and 601. He says he'll be there Friday and Saturday, and he'll also be at the San Diego PCS. Thank you, David. Dog likes that. Next up, here we go, the special release of this gem. This is what me and Sammy are going to be over the Submission Fishing Co. booth 558, and Muto has got himself a limited edition special spotty-looking 15-gram jig. I'm sure these are going to fly off the shelves. So swing over to the booth. I don't know how many Muto has shipped all the baits to my house. So I've got this like 3 giant boxes like that weigh like 30 pounds of baits, and they're sitting right now in my front of my house right now that I'm trucking up there tomorrow for them. Such a responsibility. Muto moved to Florida, so he's flying down. Him and Jessica flew down here, and they set up today, and they're getting ready for the show tomorrow. He's also got these new clips. I haven't tried them yet, but Muto says he's been fishing them for months, and they work awesome. So he's got 3 different size clips. I'm interested in to see these things, but those will also be available at the booth. So, and then of course he'll have all the standard Submission Fishing Co. stuff. Not necessarily doesn't sell a lot at the booth, though. Some of that's at the vendor. So if you come by the booth and you have something specific, we'll send you over to the vendor that probably will have that product you're looking for. I'll be down there hanging out. Hopefully me and you'll get to hang out some together. So like I said, come by, say hi, let's get a picture, make me a video. I'm looking forward to seeing all you guys down there. It's going to be a fun event. And I think that is it for weekly news. You got anything else you need to say about the PCS show?
No.
No?
Come on out there, guys.
Come on out. And if you can't make the Orange County one, go to the go to the San Diego one for you guys down in San Diego. And don't forget, when you go by our sponsor, Spottybowl sponsors, let them know you're a Spotty Bowler and you appreciate their support. And hopefully you'll pick up something from them too while you're there. And if you need to know all of our sponsors and if you're a Spotty Bowler in Discord, Corey King put out a list of all of our sponsors and all of their booths. So check out that in Discord. And if you're looking for something specific to, come by and talk to me at the Submission Fish Go booth, and I'll point you in the right direction. All right. What day are you going, Brian? I'm going Thursday and Saturday. So Thursday and Saturday I'll be there. I'm bummed I'm not going to be there Friday for the kayak angling seminar, but I'm like Cash. I'm going to be fishing Spottybowl on Friday. So I know, Eric, stop scheduling Spottybowl on PCS weekends, please. Muto's clip was not on the split ring. Wait, let me go back to that. Interesting. Yeah, Muto might clip it differently. Yeah, Muto's clipping it right to the bait. Look at that. So a little different than me. I have to talk to him about that. Me and Sammy are the pros, so listen to us. I would clip it to that split ring right there. It'll give it a little more movement. And see that split ring? If it goes down weird, it could foul on the part that Muto has it hooked to. There's a lot more articulation I'm looking for. Articulation in the split ring. The only, I guess, bad thing about the split rings is obviously not as strong as the if you hook it directly to the bait. But we're not fishing a tuna here, so we don't need to worry about that split ring breaking. I don't think I've ever had a split ring on a Submission Fish Go open up, so they're plenty strong to hook it to that. I've never had one back its way out either. Like you think, okay, the split ring's gonna open, it's gonna go around it. Haven't had that happen either. So me and Sammy both recommend to hook that thing directly to that split ring. All right. You ready for this? Let's get on to some side pots, guys.
Hey, this is Mike Brown, and you're watching Snagging Grass and Catching Bass.
Yeah, get some grooves on for the junior divisions. Side pots on here. Not as many side pots, obviously, as the main Spottybowl division, but some side pots coming in here. If you juniors want to submit a side pot, you do it in Discord. Learn these side pots because sometimes they go unclaimed, especially in Spottybowl. Man, I'm gonna say like if there's 30 side pots, like 5 or 6 of them are unclaimed, and it's just because people did not submit a fish to it. They may have caught it, they just forgot to. So learn the side pots. A good way to win some free baits or $100 gift cards, all kinds of stuff in there. Here's the man, dude. So hold on a second. I made this. I got to show it. The judge is doing a good job. Hit that like button. Let's go, Judge. You guys, juniors, know that he judges all your fish. So I always want to give the judge a shout out. Doing a lot of work behind the scenes. He's not like us. He's not out here front. He doesn't like to come on the show. I keep asking him, but he says no, he's not into being on YouTube. But I'm gonna get the judge on here one week. But we'll get him on here, guys. So then you can drill him with some questions. But Judge, when are you gonna be on the show? Nice job, Brian Jr. Okay. What's up? One Cool Tuna in the house. Hi from Kentucky. I'm gonna miss you at the PCS show. One Cool Tuna, sponsor of Spottybowl, who's in the house from Kentucky. He left San Diego, moved to Kentucky. How many jigs are you using out there in Kentucky? Do they catch anything on jigs out there? Anyway, shout out to the judge. Thank you, Judge. You're awesome, dude. One of the nicest guys I know. One of the most generous guys I know, too. Longest Spotty, Owen. Is this new? 17. Yep. Oh, my gosh. Let's go.
Nice one.
Wow. Holy smokes. Owen, nice fish. 17.25. That's a beast. Did you get a weight on that, Owen, if you're in chat? Guessing that's looks a little lean. I'm gonna guess that's a 2.928. What do you think?
Yeah, like high 2. Yeah, I agree.
Usually when they're fatter and they got that big lump, you don't see the top or bottom half of the bump board. They go shore to shore,
right.
Like it's like a big beast. But in Spottybowl, we're not going by weight, we're going by length. So that guy's a monster, and he also has the wisp. Nice job, dude. That's gonna be a hard one to beat. So you need a 17.5 to beat that. If that holds out, Owen, you're going to get yourself $100 cash for Ramona Automotive. Jeez. If you were in the regular league, that would be a Bates reel too. Wow.
Heck yeah.
Nice fish there, Owen. Congratulations. Oh, here we go. 2 pounds, 10 ounces. My PB. Okay, so I was pretty close. 2 pounds, 10 ounces. That's like what? 2 pounds, 16 ounces is, so that's like 2.7 maybe. It's right in there. 2.6 something maybe. Nice fish, dude. Shortest spotty. Santiago, a 4-incher. That's about the smallest you can get. You got to bring out the tape measure for that one. That one's holding. That was a hard one to beat. $50 fish right there, but you didn't think that when you caught that. But that's a dink. Man, you know what's sweet to be to have an aquarium of those? That would be awesome. I don't think you're allowed to take those, but a spotty aquarium. Does anybody have one? That'd be awesome. 266, the judge says. Okay, I was a little off. Longest sand bass. Here we go. 21.25. That's a new fish on there too. Man, that fish has went through a battle. Cole, did you catch that thing in the rocks? My guess is that thing ran into the rocks. And dude, sometimes those sand bass, that's a lot of time you catch them at night right outside of the rocks, you know what I mean? And if you have a lightweight setup, like you're fishing like a 15-pound or 12-pound setup, dude, it's a nightmare to get those guys out of the rocks sometimes. And my advice, if you catch a sand bass and it goes in the rocks and it feels like it's, it's going to break, you're just pulling it, open your bail, cross your fingers, and maybe that thing will swim out on its own, and then set the bail and then try to turn its head and get it out. But the 21-incher, unless you've got like a 20-pound setup, that can be a hard fish to get in.
It was as big as him too.
What's that?
It was as big as him too. He had a picture with him holding the fish, and it was like
giant. Yeah. Gosh, man, I wish spotties were that 21-inch was like a common spotty. Can you imagine the fight on that? Yeah, it'd be incredible. The world record spotty, supposedly, I had the guy on my show that set the world record spotty, and he said it was 23 inches long, 4 pounds, 15 ounces. I have never even thought, you just think of like a 20 would be insane, but a 23-inch spotty, Mission Bay. And that's the IGF world record. That's, man, he has a picture of it, but he doesn't have like a picture of it on bump board. But I mean, it's IGFA, so I'm assuming they have somewhere a picture exists of that thing, but it looks ridiculous. It's like it must have like that giant Titus, like Andre the Giant. Must have been like just I don't think I know they don't usually get that big. Longest halibut, Grayson, 26.75. That's a huge, got it from shore too. That one's probably going to hold. If that one holds, that's $100 for you, Grayson. Nice job fishing from shore. Let me see. That's San Diego. I pride myself on the shore.
Pretty sure he's a Huntington guy.
Huntington? Okay. That's probably by me and Sam were talking about this before the show. Huntington's kind of limited on shore spots as far as I know, but you got like bridge areas and that's about it. But somewhere during low tide, it looks like. One flipper says, I've seen a catch fish with baby spotties in their months. Have you ever had this happen to you? I have. I've seen a catfish.
Caught a fish with a baby spotty in its mouth.
No, I have never seen that. I have definitely seen like a lot of what looks like to me baby spotties, but when they're that size, when they're just the tiny little baby, I don't know what kind of fish they are. But sometimes when I'm fishing a dock, I'll see a swarm of do you call it fry? I guess fry before they get the bigger. So a swarm of like fry, but I have no idea if they're spotties or not. But that'd be cool if spotties were mouth brooders. I don't know. I don't know anything about that, but cool. $25 for the shortest no spotty on a bait. Man, that is a small halibut. That is the smallest halibut I've ever seen. Micah, I doubt anybody's going to beat that, but that is a tiny, tiny halibut. That's also aquarium size. $100 longest fish. So longest fish, 22-inch barracuda. Of course, it's going to be barracuda. Owen, all right, you got 2 side pots going here. So 22-inch barracuda, your leader. Nice fish. $25 for the longest fish using bait. You got Micah with a 12.25 Sargo. Huh. Definitely in the rocks, probably. I know he's on the beach on that. Huh. Sargo. Don't catch very many of those. Shortest fish using bait. Hayden with a 3.75. Man, these juniors are good at catching these small fish.
Yeah, they are.
You get out like that little trout hook, and if he's using a bait, you put like the smallest chunk of something on there, and that's probably where he got it. Little tiny trout hook. Hookup Baits is sponsoring. Like I said, go check out the Hookup Baits. Go talk to Chad. Go to the seminar about spotty fishing. Voted #1 bait 4 years in a row by you spotty bowlers. $50 winning bag. Win a winning bag submitted for this session using Hookup Baits. So 3 out of your 5 fish of your winning fish must have Hookup Baits in there, and nobody. So if you guys are using Hookup Baits, make sure you include that in your picture, because if you do, then you can win a $50 worth of Hookup Baits. So if you're using them, make sure you include it in your picture and try to win this side pot. Like I said, some of these go vacant. Like some of those guys probably using Hookup Baits and they just forgot to put it in the picture. So learn the side pots, guys, and you can learn how to use these. Angler of the Year will get $100 Hookup Baits. Angler of the Year at the end of the year, not including playoffs. Who places first with if you're the Angler of the Year in the Junior Division, you're going to get $100 worth of Hookup Baits. HD Baits, top 3 for the month. So this is automatic. So if you're the top 3, you automatically get, is it $50? You get, I think, a HD Baits prize package. Is it that little box right there? You're going to get a prize package if you get a top 3 position. And if you ever have a question about side pots, just contact Corey or Sammy, and they'll both tell you how to redeem this. Todd Burton's in the house. What's up, Todd? Are you going up to the PCS show? Do you have a booth? Now, Todd usually doesn't have a booth, but he's usually up there. If you're up there, man, stop by. I'd love to say hi to you. If you are interested in entering the Star Tournament, if you don't know what that is, the CCA has a tournament called the Star Tournament, and they have a specific youth division. And this year, they have opened it up to where I think every day you can score up to 2 points. We're gonna have Davey Brown on here to explain all this. But you get points. So basically you submit on the Fish Chaos app. Once this gets started, you have to download Fish Chaos, and then you're going to submit your qualifying fish with a specific rollout bump board that we're going to give you. And you submit that, your 15-inch spotty or your 15, there's a whole bunch of different qualifying fish. But for this reason, 15-inch spotty, and you're going to get an entry into a raffle at the end of the tournament. And for the youth division, they are actually giving away 3 $5,000 scholarships. If you're interested in entering this, my channel, Snagging Grass and Catching Bass, will pay for your entry fee. So if you're between the age of 13 and 17 and you're in Spottybowl, Junior Spottybowl, either or, and you're interested in this, go to the Discord channel and tell me, hey, I'm interested in it. I'll put you on the list. And when we get close to it, I'll sign you up. You'll get your Fish Chaos app, and you'll start submitting fish for points. And I hope when me and Sammy are down there at the Bass Pro Shop where they have the raffle, that one of our Spottybowl juniors wins one of these $5,000 scholarships. That would be awesome. So it's a huge prize. Awesome. It's free to you. You're already out on the water catching fish. So every time you catch a 15-inch fish, you're going to get points or a ticket to win one of these. And there's more than just that. I know years in the past, they've given away bikes and kayaks, and there's more than just these 5,000, but that is the major award for the youth division.
Thanks, Brian. That's good stuff, man.
Oh, you're welcome. So far, we've got 7 of you guys signed up, and anybody else, if you're in Spottybowl or Junior Spottybowl and you're in that age group, let me know, and we'll get you signed up. Here's who I got signed up so far. Jake, Owen, Grayson, Lorenzo, Taylor, Jimmy, and Santi are all signed up. So you guys, when we get closer, I'll show you exactly what to do and how to submit your fish. And that is it for the side pots, guys. You ready for some results?
Let's do it.
Whizzing through the show. Let me check to make sure I don't have any questions in here. I know chat was going pretty quick. Sammy's also, it makes it easier, guys, if you write the word question and then your question. Hamilton, you never got your baits from last month? Okay, so if you have won a side pot and you haven't got your baits, you need to contact Corey King on Discord, or just contact Sammy on Discord, and we'll get you over to David to make sure you get your baits. Oh, Judge is already here. Ham, I believe he said he just got them. Expect them soon. You'll reach out to him. Okay. All right. So already taken care of in chat. David, the Great Ghost is in here. What's up, dude? What day you fishing Newport? Hopefully I see you out there. If you're going to be down to PCS, come by and say something, David. David, let's see where I got you here, David. You're in here.
My name is David, and you're watching Snagging Grass and Catching Bass.
I need an updated one, David. These are getting old. All right, let's do this. Here's what you guys are here for mostly, right? Cool. Let's get to some results here. Hold on a second. I thought I saw a question right here. Corey King's in the chat. What's up, Corey? Everybody, round of applause for Corey. Part of the Spottybowl team doing all the side pots. California state record for spotted bay bass was caught in Newport Bay in 1994, 6 pound, 12 ounces per the Department of Fish and Wildlife, I think it's saying, webpage. The actual IGFA one's one I go by. I know that record, and the IGFA is a little stricter on the submitting. I'm not saying that isn't the record, but the IGFA one is 23 inches, 5 pound or 4 pounds, 15 ounces. That's what. There's no way 6 pounds, 12 ounces. You know what kind of? When you catch a 6 pound sand bass, you're like, holy smokes! I shouldn't say no way. Maybe they're out there. We just haven't seen one. That was what 30 years ago, 30 plus years ago, maybe.
1964. Yeah, sheesh.
That would be insane. There's a photo on Radio Silence fishing in Bloody Decks. Oh, of that fish. Yeah, I know. I've seen that photo, but I don't know. I don't know. I go by the IGFA because that's like the world record one. You know, that one you have to have like a bunch of proof and you have to submit a bunch of stuff. So I don't know. I'm sure it's a fish unofficial. He says, okay, Hamilton. All right. Let's get on to this. So if you want to jump in the junior, you can do that anytime just because you haven't been in there this whole season. If you want to jump in and try to get like a first place or do some of these side pots, it's $25 for the entire season. We're at round 2, so there's 6 rounds, correct? So even if you jump in now, you'll get a fish the last 4 rounds. And cool thing about the junior division is it starts at the first of the month. So we just started March, and it goes all the way to the last day of the month. So you have the entire month to put your bag together. Unlike the Spottybowl, where we have 1 day, 7 hours to do it, the juniors can go out and build their bag for the entire month. So if you're a shore pounder, or your vessel, or you're going out with your grandpa, or you're just fishing here and there, it's fun to put together a big bag for the entire month. I love that. And we're going to see exactly what you can do in a month here. A lot of these bags are enormous. If you guys haven't sent me a profile picture, send it to me. Make sure it's okay with your parents, and I'll get you on the show right here. But here's a lot of our juniors. I think we have almost, 37 anglers this year signed up?
Sounds about right.
I think it doubled since last year. You could see right there, dead center, the first ever female and the first ever junior champion is Phoenix in the middle, trying to defend her championship. Let's go, Phoenix. But here's the February results. So February 1st to the 28th. Here we go. Oh, I got to take this chat off so I can see this. Wyatt, Troy, Parker, Noah, Nico, Jerry, Edgar, Kaya, Bianca, Noah, Emmett. Oh my gosh. Dom, Marcel, Phoenix, and Angel. Oh, they must have not been able to find a time to fish, but get back on it.
I think they're all in school. They've all got sports. They've all got a lot of things going on.
I know it's that time of the year. Baseball, soccer, I guess football's going too, everything. But if you get a shot, tell your parents to drag you down to the bay for a couple hours. Because if you just get one fish, you'll probably get some points. The thing about the junior division, I'll let you describe this. How do you make it to the playoffs? It's not like total length that we could do in the regular Spottybowl division.
Yeah, so what we're doing is a point system based on how you did on the month. So however many anglers, 1 through 30 basically. So the top prize gets all of the 30 points, and then we work our way down. So 30, 29, 28, and then it'll be just that total amount of points throughout the season to be able to place like 1st through 7th or 8th.
Yeah, for the playoffs. Yep.
All
right, here we go. Everybody that caught a fish this month. We got Jackson 9.5 in 20th position, 19th place. We got Wesley at 11.5, 18th place. We got Weston with a 12.5, 17th place. We got Martin with a 13.5. I'm sorry, Marin with a 13.5. We got Lorenzo in 16th place with a 15-inch one. That one big. Tyler Flume, he must be busy with football. I think he plays football. 15-incher. Yeah. Still get you some points though. Luca with a 39.5-inch bag, 14th place, 13th place. We got Micah with a 41.25, 12th place. Let's go Santiago with a 65.25. Nice bag. That's a 5-fish bag right there. Good job.
Yep.
Santiago, 11th place. We got Jimmy with a 68-inch bag. Let's go. 5 fish bag. All right, you ready for the top 10?
Man, there are some big bags coming up.
I know, in 11th place already at 68 inches. All right, here we go. In 10th place with 68.5, we've got Cole. Let's go, Cole. Yeah! Let's go. Nice. That's a nice spotty right there, dude. You can always tell it's huge by if you just look at the mouth. Forget looking at the fish because you can, but if you always see the mouth that looks like that, where it's got that big bottom like lip, the bottom of the jaw, you know, is big like that. That's a big spotty right there. All right, 9th place, we got Taylor with 69 inches even. Let's go. Nice job. Is that the sand bass we were talking about earlier? It is as big as him. Or is that a different one?
I think that's a different one, but the other one that he had, it was held sideways and it was bigger than him.
Holy smokes, that thing's huge. Nice job. 69-inch bag, so close to breaking the spotty barrier. We call it breaking the spotty barrier when you break 70 inches. That's the equivalent of 5 14-inch fish. That's always the goal, is to break the spotty barrier. I know for me, it's always to break the spotty barrier. And occasionally, like lightning strikes and you break the brown barrier, which is 80 inches, which is super hard. That's a hard one to accomplish. That's the equivalent of 5 16-inch fish. All right, here we go. 8th place, Liam. Let's go. 72.25, breaking the spotty barrier. That's not a spotty. What is that? The yellowtail?
It's like a jack, yeah, or a yellowtail.
Yeah, nice job, Liam. 72.25, putting together a good bag. Congratulations.
That's a good bag.
Top 10 twice in a row now. Good job, dude. Next up, Hudson, 73.25. Oh. 73.25, Hudson. I think he was top 5 last time, too, so hanging in there, getting some points. Yeah. The goal is, Hudson, to say 7th position and above the whole thing. And if you can do that, then you got yourself a spot in the playoffs. So try to make that top 7 every time. We got Brady with 73.5 with a mystery hand in the bottom corner down there.
Good job, Brady.
Good job, dude. Good, nice job, Brady. 73.5. Is that a muskie or is that a pike? What is that, a muskie?
I don't know.
I think that it's Brady. Is that a muskie? Or it looks like a muskie. Well, obviously, you went on a fishing trip. That's a sweet fish right there. 73.5. Let's go. Grayson, 76.5. Wow.
Very nice bag.
That is a huge bag. 76.5. That's like a master's bag right there. Master's winner bag. So Grayson, congratulations, putting together a huge bag. Where are you guys fishing? What's your guys' favorite bays if you guys are in here? It's a pike. Brady says it's a pike. Okay, I thought it was. Everybody but us knew it was a pike. It shows we don't do a lot of fishing outside of the bays. Nice job, Grayson. Geez, 76.5. Is that your PB bag? That is huge. Congratulations. All right, coming in 4th place. We got Jake, 77. Wow.
Good job, Jake.
Brady says, I only fish Mission Bay this month. That's all you need to fish. Big fish in there. Nice 77-inch bag. Holy, what's wrong with that fish? It's missing something. 4th position. Nice job. I think Jake may have been tied for 1st, was it last time?
I think he was up there.
Tied for 1st with Hamilton, maybe? I think so. Maybe. I'm trying to remember, but 77. Holy smokes. All right. And that's only 4th position. Here we go. Top 3. Junior Spottybowl, February. 3rd place, we got Owen. Let's go, Owen. 77.5. I think that's back 3rd places for you, Owen. Nice job, dude. That stay in there, man. Just keep hanging in there, and eventually that's going to be a 1st place. But if you throw out a 77-inch bag, that's awesome. So that'd be like 5 15s with a 16.5-inch kicker in there. Nice job, dude. All right, coming in 2nd place. Man, those are huge bags. With 77.5, we got Hamilton. Let's go in chat. Nice job, Hamilton.
Good job.
Wow. 77.75, the lucky bag. 777. Wow. I think Hamilton also, I think he tied Owen maybe for 1st place last time. So, man, 1st place, 2nd place. Way to go, dude. On a roll right there. So, keep it up, man. Keep it up. And are we ready? So, coming in 1st place, Junior Division in February. Where'd you see this bag? breaking the brown barrier with 80 inches. Let's go, Owen. Congratulations. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Owen, congratulations. 80-inch bag. My gosh, there's only a handful of people I know in Spottybowl have caught an 80-inch bag. So way to go, man. That's awesome. Welcome to the club, the 80-inch brown barrier club. Congratulations, man. First place. Is this Owen's first round?
I believe no, it's his second round, but
Second round?
yeah, he definitely scored higher than he has. I think he came in like 4th or 5th last round.
Okay, so still up there. Well, congratulations.
Yep.
Oh, I know why. He just sent me his profile picture. That's why. I
Yeah.
recognize faces sometimes better than I do names. Owen, congratulations. 80-inch bag. That's incredible. Good job on first place. Keep that ball rolling and practice throughout the whole time, because once you get to the playoffs, that's when you got to have your A game ready, because not to win some of these belts, you have to not only get these first and stay consistent, but you have to have your A game ready for these guys during the playoffs. It's 1-versus-1 elimination, and there's only one champion. There's only one route to get the championship belt. But congratulations, Owen. Here is our standings with points. It's a little different than the regular Spottybowl. You want to explain this one more time for him? Can you read that? I know it's tiny.
It's pretty hard from here.
So first place up there, it looks like Hamilton with 71 points. So he's right now sitting in the Angler of the Year spot. In this division, you do not get a mulligan, correct?
Correct.
So you do not get a mulligan. So just keep fishing hard. But if you go down the list, is there top 8 in this? It's top 8. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was top 7. Top 8 people are in the playoffs on this. So Angel, you're sitting in there with 30 points. And if you guys, I'm sorry, the writing's so small. If you could go onto the Discord, you'll see this in bigger. If you want to check this out later. If you're watching it on your 80-inch TV, you can probably read this. Me and Sammy are reading this on a little tiny screen. But it looks like I think it says 30 points. So it's actually a tie with him and Phoenix for 30 points. So if you look down the list, so there's a lot of you guys that are like 20 points, 18 points. You're not very far out of a playoff position. So just keep fishing hard and try to get one of those top 8 positions to boost up your points and try to make the playoffs for that. Is there an error? It could possibly be. Sometimes I do make an error. The official results will always be on the Discord channel. Sammy will put those out, or I'll put those out later. So always the official results are actually on the Discord. If I made an error, hopefully I didn't. I try to double check everything. But that is your junior playoff standings. Man, it's going to be exciting playoffs this year in the junior division. Like, it's the junior division, I think last year was like, what, 12 or 18? And now it's up to 40. And I like that the junior division, you can fish any bay, right? Any bay, any of the designated bays, I should say, they're part of Spottybowl. That's pretty cool. And you can fish it from shore. So if you're thinking about entering and you don't have a way to get on the water, you can always fish it from shore. A lot of these guys fish from shore. Float tubes, you can fish from one of your parents' boats or somebody's boat that you might know. So a lot of ways you can enter Spottybowl. Wait a minute. We got breaking news. Cash just said he can make the seminar for after his round. So he's going to fish and then head straight over to the seminar. All right, guys. So what was it? 4:30 on Friday. Man, if he's going to do that, maybe I should shoot over there and support them and go fish and then go over there. I'll try to. If I have the energy, if I have the energy after my round, I'll try to shoot over there and participate in asking these guys some questions. But if at 4:30, if you're there on Friday, make sure you go and check out the I think it's in the Pacific Hall, the kayaking bay fishing seminar with hookup baits and Cash and Davey Brown from Akuma. All right, if there's any more questions in here, I do not see any. So we're going to go ahead and get onto this, which is like my favorite part of the show because I get to check out all these giant fish.
Every Wednesday, I'm watching Snagging Grass, Catching Bass.
That's the guy that's going to be there. Bam. All right. So if you caught a fish that was 15 inches or bigger, it'll automatically be put into Spottybowl Biggins. So we get to check out all these awesome fish that were caught over the past month. You ready? Tyler catching on submission fishing code jig. I love it when you guys include the bait you caught it on because it gives everybody an insight of what's working and what we're fishing. So he's got the green pumpkin, looks like sumo 10 gram, you think? Looks small, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I'd say the 10-gram sumo green pumpkin catching himself a 15. He's got one of those weird Canadian bump boards with centimeters on it though. But that is a nice fish. Man, look at the size of the poker on top of that thing. Ooh. Those are gnarly. You ever see it where the skin is missing? It's just like that clear needle sticking out.
Just that clear butt. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You ever got stuck bad by one of those?
Oh yeah.
It's usually in the calf for me, or not. Sometimes either in the calf or right in the thigh. Like when I'm like when I bring it in and it somehow gets off the hook or something like that, and it always hits you like in the legs for some reason. I'm usually fishing shorts too, so.
Well, I'm always in shorts and barefoot, so it's usually hitting my ankles.
Yeah, barefoot's really bad. Lorenzo with a 15-incher right there. Let's go. Looks like a nice fish. He's got the same kind of bump board. I think those are those folding bump boards, but it works. Nice looking fish. 15 inches solid. No clues, just that he's fishing from a boat. Charlie with the 15-incher even, fishing at night, it looks like. No clues, but that's a nice fish. Almost that's a thick fish right there too. I bet you that's like a 1.7, maybe 1.8, maybe. It's a thick fish. Hudson with a 15.25. Watch the mouths. That's a good fish though, right there. Fishing from a boat. Jimmy with the 15.5. Man, okay, if you swing by the booth and you're a spotty bowler, you just swing by the booth. Let me know. I'll get you one of these. I'll be handing these out. I got like 250 of them. So the first 250 people that show up will get one of these stickers. And I want to see it on that on your float tube, dude. Swing by the booth. Love to see that on float tube. I see you got a JKB one on there, but love to see one of my stickers on there. Nice fish, dude. Same bump board. That must be the popular float tuber bump board or something like that expandable one.
Yeah.
15.5. He's taking the Brett Wilson advice. See how he's got the net position there?
Yeah.
So if that fish flops off, it's got a good chance of catching it in the net. Brady, 16.5. I have a pretty good feeling. I know the area he may have caught that on by looking at that style of concrete.
Yeah.
I think
he likes that spot.
Beast. That thing is a beast. Yeah. That thing is a beast. Wow, nice fish, dude. Look at the size of the tail on that thing too. Wow.
Yeah, it covers the whole board. It's really thick.
Dude, that is like a perfect specimen of a spotty. It has like a tuna kind of torpedo shape. See, it's like perfectly shaped. That huge tail. That is a perfect specimen right there. No like major defects or anything on it. Wow, that thing's amazing. It's like perfectly. Doesn't it look like a tuna? Like the shape of it. Dude, that is an amazing one. Nice job, dude. That is a killer fish. Grayson catching 3. You got a 16, 16.5, and let's see here. Is that a 15? I can't see it on the top, but 3 nice fish right there. Right on, man. Grayson, if you're going to the PCS show and you're going to be there this weekend, send me a message in Discord and I'm going to bring you one of my bump boards. I've got a few extras from the years in the past, but we're going to get you upgraded to a bump board with a little better markings on it. So if you're going, message me tomorrow and I'll bring it for you. I'll bring it. I'll have it have it up there. So if you come by, let me know, and we're gonna upgrade your bump board. Hamilton, wow, 15.5, 15.5, 15.5, 15.5, 15.75. Wow, nice.
That's a really good bag.
What was it? 77.75, I think.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good. Oh, he's got the fancy spot lock too. See that remote in the picture right there? That's your Minn Kota Riptide Trevera. And it's got spot lock, drift mode. It's got all kinds of cool stuff. Same one I have. That's a killer. Trolling motor. See that dark one right there? I bet you anything. Hamilton, was that one for out of the rocks? Usually when you get one of those guys, it's like lives in like a hole in the rocks that come out all dark like that. And see how he's got like beat up on the side? It's because he's like been beat up by those rocks. I bet you anything that came out of the rocks. Sometimes the grass ones are like really light color, like that top one on the right. And then the guys that just live in a tunnel or live in some kind of always
dark deep hole. Yeah.
At least that's my theory. Jake, 15.5, 15.5, 15.5, 15.25, 15.25. A lot of 15s. All right, here we go. We got some hints on here. It looks like we got some hookup baits going on there. What color is that? I don't know, it's a green. It looks like almost chartreuse green color. And then he looks like, is that a Warbrait's neck breaker with a curly tail grub on it? It's a nice setup right there too. Some nice fish right there. Nice pictures. All look really good. Good job. And here we go. Owen with the 15.75, 15.75, 17.25. Wow. That's a PB for style fish right there. I think he said it was his PB. Congratulations.
Yeah, I think you did.
And a 16.25. So I guess that's how you get this is the 80-inch bag, if I remember right?
Yeah, it's the 80.
Hits the 80 right there. So that's set. You got to have, anytime to hit 80, you got to have that kicker fish. If it's a 17 or a 16.75, something like that, you always have to have a pretty decent kicker fish. But those look like some excellent pictures. Fishing from a kayak. Oh, he's fishing with a Tranks reel, it looks like. Oh, and he's fishing with a Phoenix rod too. That one that's like got the camouflage handle. We'll have that one of those.
Oh, the Maxims. Yeah.
The Phoenix Maxim, yeah, with the Tranks 200, it looks like. Nice job. And big fish of the turn. Oh, wait, hold on. That's not is this? No, that was a 7-inch bag. So Owen, we got 2 Owens here?
Yeah, there's 2
Oh,
Owens.
we do have 2 Owens. Oh, I'm sorry. 15.5, 15.5, 15.25, 15.16. Man, another great bag right there.
He had 77.5.
Got it, man. That is a nice bag. You know, that's what I'm gonna be shooting for. 77.5. That's my goal. And big fish is Owen with the 16 or 17.25. Let's go, man. Ken, the fishing fool's in here. What the heck? I didn't know. Are you gonna be at the Ken? Are you gonna be at the PCS show? Stop by. But Ken, did you know the other day 2 little old ladies were in a church? One looks over to the other and says, "I just let out a silent but deadly fart. What should I do?" And the other old lady says, "First thing you should do is replace those batteries in your hearing aids." So you can.
That's a good one.
All right, let's see if you guys have any last minute questions for me and Sammy. I think that is it. So, man, getting ready for PCS. I'm excited. Going to drive out there. I'm going to try to get there first thing. I'll be there right when it opens at noon, but I'm excited to see everybody down there. It's going to be a fun day.
The boxes.
What's that?
Don't forget the boxes.
Muto would kill me. Probably literally. Put me in one of those jiu-jitsu holds or something. I don't want to mess around with that guy. But yeah, so go by, check out all of our Spottybowl sponsor booth. Corey King, like I said, put up a list in Discord of everybody's booth. If not, you can go on the PCS webpage and there's a list of all the vendors the entire show. But make sure buy something from our vendors and tell them you appreciate them for sponsoring Spottybowl, and we appreciate them. And oh, we got one more thing in here. What we got here? Grayson, Brian, it's me, Grayson. I have a new bump board this week, so no need to bring one. Thank you for the thought. All right. You know what? I'll bring an extra just in case. If anybody needs one, let me know. Just when you come over and say, "Hey, man, my bump board's no good. I got one of those Canadian bump boards. I need one with the inches on it." So let me know. I'll bring an extra one. Any last words, Sammy? Looks like we're out of questions here. So, man, we were able to keep it to just an hour and 15 minutes tonight.
Yeah, good job. To the juniors, I just want to say, good job, good effort. You guys are killing it. Keep doing what you're doing. Spend time on the water. Keep learning and growing, and keep those harbors clean. So thank you.
That's right. Leave no trace. That's what I always call it. Leave no trace. That's something the Boy Scouts always say, and that's something I live by too. So not only don't leave your trash, but always pick up other people's. Sammy, thank you so much for helping us with the juniors this year. You're doing a great job. Sammy has a Tuesday night. Is it Tuesday night trivia night?
Yeah.
Tuesday night trivia night where you hand out prizes. So if you guys are also part of the juniors, we have a fun Discord. There's a lot of back and forth fun going on in that one. A lot more than the regular Spottybowl. The regular Spottybowl is not a lot going on when Spottybowl is not going on, but it seems like your guys' chat is like going on all month. I do read it and I do enjoy it. Yeah. And I'm sorry I haven't participated in trivia, but hopefully I can get on there. Usually Tuesday nights I'm working on this, so getting the show ready. But thanks, Sammy. You're doing an awesome job, dude. Thank you, everybody. Looking forward to seeing everybody down at the PCS show. And with that, we are out of here. So good night, everybody.
You're watching Snagging Grass and Catching Bass.
Good night, everybody.